With a smart video doorbell from Vector Security, see who's at your front door even when you're not home.
You can even talk to them. I'm in the kitchen. Leave it on the porch.
Smart video doorbell from Vector Security. Know who's there even when you're not.
Saber que las cosas que más valoras son el resultado del esfuerzo. En PNC estamos a tu lado con herramientas y recursos que te pueden ayudar a lograr lo que más te importa.
Bom boy.
Clear the pool, please. Clear the pool. Warm-up is now complete. Good evening and welcome back to the 2023 TAC Titans Tar Heel States Swim Meet. Got a full night of racing for everybody. We appreciate you being here. Please keep the aisles clear. Please keep the aisles clear, and please don't stand up in front of anybody else who may be behind you. We'll now take a moment and enjoy the national anthem. Event 13, this is Heat 1, our consolation final heat. Mr. Referee. In lane 1, we have Bessie Hassel with Marlins of Raleigh, Madeline Bartowski with Marlins of Raleigh, Ella Rigaud, Marlins of Raleigh, Kennedy Oman in lane 4 with the TAC Titans, Abby Phillips, lane 5 with New Wave. Nicole Huang, TAC Titans, is in lane 6, Alex Forkin, TAC Titans, lane 7, and Cora Levine, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the 13 and 14 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Daphne Eckert from Marlins of Raleigh. Lane 2, Devin Whitlock, New Wave. Riley Hagman, lane 3 with the TAC Titans. Andy Coe, TAC Titans, lane 4. Maddie Fox with the TAC Titans is in lane 5. Rose Burns from New Wave, lane 6. Jenna Sines with Marlins of Raleigh is lane 7. And Mackenzie Hall, lane 8. This is your championship final of the 13 and 14 200-yard breaststroke. Event 14, boys 13 and 14, 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 1, consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1 from TAC is Kevin Tang. Lane 2, Cameron Smith from Marlins of Raleigh. Zion Wang is in lane 3 with the TAC Titans. Cal Mintel with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. David Davis, Marlins of Raleigh, is lane 5. Hudson Christmore, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Alec Ivanov, New Wave, lane 7. And Adam Mitchell with the TAC Titans is in lane 8. Men's 13 and 14, 200-yard breaststroke, event 14. This is our A final. In lane 1, Matthew Zamora from Marlins of Raleigh. Deval Pant, lane 2, with TITANS. Jacob Anderson with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Ronan Cornpopes, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. Nick Shalhoub with the TITANS is in lane 5. Joe Froelich, TITANS, lane 6. Alex Jing, New Wave, lane 7. And Jake Walker, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men 13 and 14, 200-yard breaststroke. Mr. Referee. Event 15, the girls 15 and over, 200-yard breaststroke. This is heat 1 of our D final. Mr. Referee. Caden Smith is in lane 2 with the Marlins of Raleigh. Tiffany Bediner, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Kaya Cadell, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. Lainey Newdecker, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Lane 6, Jill Meyer from the Marlins of Raleigh. Heat 2 or C final, Mr. Referee. In lane 1 from the Marlins of Raleigh is Emma Applin. Reagan Rudder is in lane 2 with Marlins of Raleigh. Sarah Pizokian with TAC Titans is lane 3. Annette Jackson, Wave, lane 4. Katie Ingeman, TAC Titans, lane 5. Caitlin Dane, TAC Titans, lane 6. Sarah Paroli with the TAC Titans is in lane 7. And Kaylin Craddock, lane 8. Heat 3 or B final, Mr. Referee. Lane 1, we have Paige Caprian with the TAC Titans. Lane 2, Annie Goins with New Wave. Katie Yu with TAC Titans is in lane 3, and Anna Marie Ball with the TAC Titans, lane 4. Phoebe Alexander with TAC, lane 5. Chelsea Q with TAC, lane 6. Lilia Mitchell, TAC, lane 7. And Emily Tanner, New Wave, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the female 15 and over 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Stella West from the TAC Titans. Riley Hawkins is in lane 2, TAC Titans. Elena Dry, lane 3, also with the TAC Titans. Alexis Mass, lane 4. Alyssa Jackson is in lane 5. Rose Gadone with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Miko Taki, TAC Titans, lane 7. And Harper Wiggins, lane 8 with the TAC Titans. This is your championship final of the 15 and over 200-yard breaststroke for women. Mr. Referee. Event 16, the boys 15 and over 200-yard breaststroke. This is heat 1 of our D final. Mr. Referee. Andrew Castillo from TAC Titans is in lane 1. Will Fowler from Marlins of Raleigh, lane 2. Joshua Walden with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Lane 4 is Colin Camp with the Marlins of Raleigh. Grant Trexler is in lane 5 with the TAC Titans. Sam Rigo, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Alex Kovtushenko with the TAC Titans, lane 7. And Skylar Blaylock, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is Heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. In lane 1, Adam Zhang with Attack Titans. Leo Soup is in lane 2, also with Attack Titans. Eli Nelson with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Broder Swenson with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. In lane 5, William Hook, Attack Titans. CJ Ickoff, Attack Titans, lane 6. Lola Semerari with Wave in lane 7. And Ismael Gelbert, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is Heat 3, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. In lane 1, Aiden Dane with Attack Titans. Lane 2, Jet Dooley with Attack Titans. Aaroning with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Wilson Tuttle, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. Darren Liu, Attack Titans, lane 5. Frank Hassel with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Devin Locklear from the Marlins of Raleigh is lane 7. In lane 8, Morgan Castle with Attack Titans. These are your A finalists for the men's 15 and over 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Zach Richardson from TAC Titans. Sailor Penny is in lane 2 with Marlins of Raleigh. Colin Wheelahan is in lane 3 with the TAC Titans. Henry Lee, lane 4, also with TAC Titans. Owen Von Wheel, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Ian Stutz, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Abhay Therakan, TAC Titans, lane 7. And Goran Cindric, TAC Titans, lane 8. This is your championship final for the men's 15 and over 200-yard breaststroke. Mr. Referee. Event 17, it's the girls 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. This is Heat 1, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. In lane 1, we have Daphne Eckert from Marlins of Raleigh, Sammy Valentine from Marlins of Raleigh, Peyton Millard, Marlins of Raleigh, Sullivan Waters with the TAC Titans, Hadley Penny, Marlins of Raleigh, Susanna Savage, lane 6, Marlins of Raleigh, Lila Holfelder, TAC Titans, lane 7, and Andy Coe, TAC Titans, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the 13 and 14 women in the 50-yard freestyle. Lane 1 from the TAC Titans, Kaylee Dietrich. Lane 2, Julia Biersack with TAC. Peyton Lawley, TAC Titans, lane 3. Kiera Chi, TAC Titans, lane 4. Caroline Regains with Marlins of Raleigh is in lane 5. Rose Burns, New Wave, lane 6. Dorothy Ellen Grant Moore, lane 7. And lane 8, Annalie Nawalko, TAC Titans. This is your championship final of the women's 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. Event 18, the boys 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Jason Burke. Lane 2, David Davis. Cole Harrell. Lane 3, Aaron Choi. Lane 4, Wyatt American. Lane 5, Ezra Coulter. Lane 6, Kemper Hayes. Lane 7, and Mac Wexler. Lane 8. These are your A finalists for the men's 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Parker Van Olst. Lane 2, Joshua Armstrong. Riggs Helmedig, lane 3. Dylan Anderson, lane 4. Deval Pant, lane 5. Alex Papp, lane 6. Anthony Ziegler, lane 7. And Alex Jink, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men's 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. Event 19, girls 15 and over, 50-yard freestyle, Heat 1, our D final. Mr. Referee. Hazel Perkins is in lane 1, Gianna Cardinale, lane 2, Sarah Gray Neal, lane 3, and Stella West, lane 4. Tegan McNeil is lane 5, Rosemary Helmedug, lane 6, Ava Berry, lane 7, and Frankie Diodvani, lane 8. Heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. Cara Talwar is in lane 1, Claire Smith, lane 2, Esther Gim, lane 3, Katya Ivanov, lane 4, Alyssa Jackson, lane 5, Sarah Chen, lane 6, Kaylin Becker, lane 7, and Jillian Harbert, lane 8. This is Heat 3, our B final, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Tanith Miller. Miko Taki is lane 2. Vera Chandler, lane 3. Andy Quizumbing, lane 4. Nina Nugent, lane 5. Caitlin Martin, lane 6. Elizabeth Palmer, lane 7. And Taylor Bloom, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the women 15 and over 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Caroline Kowalski. Lane 2, Keelan Cotter. Lane 3, Mir Wheelahan. Lane 4 is Parker Bulldog. Sydney Holfelder's in lane 5. Samantha Armand, lane 6. Mia Kate Yeltama, lane 7. And Taylor Curitin, lane 8. This is your championship final of the women's 200 or the women's 50-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. Event 20, boys 15 and over, 50-yard freestyle, Heat 1 of our D final. Mr. Referee. Cooper Beebe, lane 1. Sammy Watkins, lane 2. Garland Mee, lane 3. Joey Harrison, lane 4. Ethan Emerton, lane 5. Lane 6, CJ Ickoff. Lane 7, Ryan Chrysalis. Lane 8, Jordan Matz. This is Heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Nicholas Corpasso. Lane 2, Devin Locklear. Darren Lewis in lane 3. Leo O'Keefe, lane 4. Aiden Allen, lane 5. Leon Zhang, lane 6. Michael Morea, lane 7. And Owen Van Shank, lane 8. Heat 3, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. Drew Davis is in lane 1. Kyle County, lane 2. Rohan Shearer, lane 3. And Andrew Lee, lane 4. Gus Wiggins is in lane 5. Logan Adley, lane 6. Lane 7 is Carson Nixon, lane 8. Jackson March. These are your A finalists for the men 15 and over 50-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Thor Dyke from Tack Titans. John Prushka, lane 2 with the Tack Titans. Colin Wheelahan, lane 3 with the Tack Titans. And Jerry Fox, Tack Titans, lane 4. Wells Walker with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Caleb James, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Matthew Honecker with Tack is lane 7. And Kevin Williams, lane 8 with Tack. This is your championship final of the men's 15 and over 50-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. And 21, it's the girls 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. This is our consolation final, heat 1. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Devin Shigard with the Tack Titans. Jackie Haxholt, lane 2 with Tack. Neela Cinapinelli, Tack Titans, lane 3. And Emily Short, lane 4. Alicia Brock, Tack, lane 5. Ella Combe, Tack, lane 6. Elena Purcell, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7. And Caitlin King, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Sammy Valentine from Marlins of Raleigh. Sullivan Waters, lane 2 with the Tack Titans. Riley Hagman, Tack Titans, lane 3. Kate Shannon, lane 4 with New Wave. Maddie Fox, lane 5 with Tack. Marlo Belrouge, lane 6 with the Tack Titans. Mary Zhang, Tack Titans, lane 7. Mackenzie Hall, Tack Titans, lane 8. This is your championship final of the women 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. Mr. Referee. Event 22, boys 13 and 14, 100-yard backstroke, heat 1 or consolation final. Mr. Referee. Charlie Camplin with Moore, lane 1. Alex Jing with Wave, lane 2. Hudson Christmore with Moore, lane 3. Tristan Orso with Tack, lane 4. Alex Shelby with Tack, lane 5. Riggs Helmedog, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. In lane 7, Jason Lee of the Tack Titans. In lane 8, Joseph Park, also with the Tack Titans. These are your A finalists for the men's 13 and 14, 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 with the Tack Titans, Nolan Beebe. Nathaniel Yee with Tack, lane 2. Cal Mintel with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Dylan Anderson with Tack, lane 4. Matthew DeMoss with Tack, lane 5. Nikki Stepanian with Marlins of Raleigh is lane 6. Bo Forrest with the Tack Titans, lane 7. And Chasen Bork, lane 8 with the Tack Titans. This is your championship heat of the men's 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. Mr. Referee. This is event 23. It's the girls 15 and over 100-yard backstroke. This is heat 1, our D final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Allison Deans. Lane 2, Ava Milkowicz. Anna Slee is in lane 3. Chelsea Koo, lane 4. Sophie Meekins, lane 5. Sarah Paroli, lane 6. Channing Stone, lane 7. And Hope Valent, lane 8. Heat 2, our C final, Mr. Referee. Lane 1 is Chloe Gore, Anna Marie Ball. Lane 2, Aurelia Perzik. Lane 3, Yasmin Moline. Lane 4. Parker Boldock, lane 5. Cameron Wilson, lane 6. Layla Lee, lane 7. And Jesse Miller, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the women 15 and over 100 yard. I'm sorry, this is our consolation final. This is Heat 3, B final. Addie Holland is lane 1, Ava Berry lane 2, Isabella Buff lane 3, Lainey Grosjean lane 4, Gertie Conneru lane 5, Camelia Panos lane 6. Riley Foreman is in lane 7, and Lakshmi Prasad lane 8. These are your A finalists for the women 15 and over 100 yard backstroke. False start on me. Lane 1, Liz Reed with Marlins of Raleigh. Katya Ivanov, lane 2 with the TAC Titans. Mia Kate Yeltima, lane 3 with the TAC Titans. Taylor Morris, lane 4 with TAC. Samantha Armand, lane 5 with the TAC Titans. Claire Smith, TAC Titans, lane 6. Chloe Vestal, TAC Titans, lane 7. And Maris Miller, New Wave, lane 8. Mr. Referee, this is your championship final of the women's 100-yard backstroke. Event 24, boys 15 and over, 100-yard backstroke. This is heat 1, our D final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1 is Wyatt Perkins. Lane 2, Zachary Bretto. Jordan Matz, lane 3, and Aiden Allen, lane 4. Logan Adley, lane 5. Grant Trexler, lane 6. Ethan Lashenko, lane 7, and Leo Soup, lane 8. This is heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Owen Van Shank. Lane 2, Kevin Williams. Matt Mack, lane 3. Owen Riley, lane 4. Justin Aarons, lane 5. Grayson Young, lane 6. Thomas Gilbert, lane 7. And Owen Von Wee, lane 8. This is your consolation final, heat 3, B final, Mr. Referee. Alex Townsend is in lane 1, Cole Tangeman, lane 2. Thorndike is lane 3, and Kyle County, lane 4. Brady Tangeman, lane 5. Rowan Shear, lane 6. Lane 7, Wells Walker, and lane 8, Garland Nee. These are your finalists for the men's 15 and over, 100-yard backstroke. Lane 1, Ian Frazier from Marlins of Raleigh. Caleb James is in lane 2 with the Marlins of Raleigh, and Christian Smith, lane 3 with the Marlins of Raleigh. Jerry Fox from the TAC Titans is in lane 4. Abhay Tharakan with TAC Titans, lane 5. David Corsima with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Andrew Lee, TAC Titans, lane 7. Evan Stroud, TAC Titans, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men 15 and over 100-yard backstroke. Mr. Referee. Event 25, girls 13 and 14, 200-yard freestyle. This is Heat 1, B final, our consolation. Mr. Referee. Mackenzie Hall from TAC, lane 1. Andy Coe from TAC, lane 2. Shayla Whitson from TAC, lane 3. Kara Ford, lane 4 with New Wave. Bessie Hassel with Moore, lane 5. Peyton Millard, Moore, lane 6. Eden Bird, Moore, lane 7. And lane 8, Caitlin King from Marlins of Raleigh. These are your A finalists for the 13 and 14 200-yard freestyle for women. Lane 1, Kennedy Oman with the TAC Titans. Maddie Fox with tack, lane 2. Devin Whitlock with New Wave, lane 3. Kate Shannon, New Wave, lane 4. Victoria Buffum, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Annabelle Townsend, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Julia Biersack, Tack Titans, lane 7. And Lorelei Schmidt, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. Mr. Referee. Event 26, boys 13 and 14, 200-yard freestyle. This is our consolation final. Mr. Referee. Elijah Hammonds, lane 1 with Marlins of Raleigh. Jason Sun with the Tack Titans is in lane 2. Ezra Coulter with Tack is in lane 3. And Cole Harris with New Wave, lane 4. Cole Ewer, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Aaron Choi, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Roger Zhang, Tack Titans, lane 7. And Alex Papp, New Wave, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the men's 13 and 14 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Jerry Lee with the TAC Titans. Wyatt American, TAC Titans, lane 2. Calvin Provost, Wave, lane 3. Joe Froelich with the TAC Titans is in lane 4. Matthew DeMoss, lane 5, also TAC Titans. Nikki stepped in with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Parker Venables, New Wave, lane 7. David Davis, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men's 13 and 14 200-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. This is event 27. It's the girls 15 and over 200-yard freestyle. This is heat 1, our D final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Sid Bowser. Lane 2, Anna Marie Ball. Shula Belleru, lane 3. Julian Galano Inswande, lane 4. Annie Goings, lane 5. Lakshmi Pradith, lane 6. Paige Cuprian, lane 7. And Sarah Proley, lane 8. This is Heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. Tegan McNeil, lane 1 with New Wave. Clara Carson, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 2. Vera Chandler, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Lane 4 is Alyssa Eklund from the TAC Titans. Rosemary Helmerding, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Allison Deans, Wave, lane 6. Gavish Godone, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7. And Emmy Monarchy, New Wave, lane 8. This is Heat 3, our consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Chloe Gore. Lane 2, Molly Curran. Riley Hawkins is in lane 3. Jessica Palmer, lane 4. Rose Scudone, lane 5. Caitlin Martin, lane 6. And Sydney Martin, lane 7. Kelly Eggers, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the 15 and over women 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Kylie Lloyd from the TAC Titans. Sydney Holfelder with the TAC Titans, lane 2. Mir Willihan, TAC Titans, lane 3. Keelan Cotter, lane 4. Nicole Zettel with tack, lane 5. Amanda Olsenate, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Louisa Wendt, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7. Lane 8, Taylor Bloom, tack Titans. This is your championship final of the 15 and over women 200-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. Event 28, boys 15 and over, 200-yard freestyle heat, our D final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Lucas Purcell from Marlins of Raleigh. Luke Wen, lane 2 with the tack Titans. Eli Nelson, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Ethan Emerton, tack Titans, lane 4. Justin Park, tack Titans, lane 5. Ian Paul, tack Titans, lane 6. Colin Camp, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7. And Brett Umnes from Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. Heat 2, C final. Mr. Referee. Devin Locklear from Marlins of Raleigh, lane 1. Eric Oman, TAC Titans, lane 2. Frank Hassel, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. And Broder Swenson, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. Leon Zhang, lane 5 with the TAC Titans. Jet Dooley, lane 6 with TAC Titans. Matthew Honecker, TAC Titans, lane 7. And Ismael Gilbert, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is Heat 3 or consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, William Hook with TAC Titans. Carson Nixon with New Wave, lane 2. Christian Marahu, TAC Titans, lane 3. And Cohen Singletary, lane 4 with the TAC Titans. Tommy Tischer with TAC is lane 5. Alexander Rousseau, TAC, lane 6. Zach Richardson with the TAC Titans, lane 7. And CJ Ickoff, lane 8 with TAC. These are your A finalists for the men, 15 and over, 200-yard freestyle. Rowan Diakomokas, TAC Titans, lane 1. Brian Farrell, TAC Titans, lane 2. Cole Venters with TAC, lane 3. And Colton Wade, lane 4, also with TAC. Hudson DeGroot, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 5. Max Marahu, lane 6 with the TAC Titans. Drew Davis, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7, and Joshua Jew with the Tack Titans, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men 15 and over, 200-yard freestyle. Mr. Referee. Event 29, the girls 13 and 14, 100-yard butterfly. This is our consolation final. Heat 1, Mr. Referee. Dorothy Allen Grant, lane 1. Nicole Wong, lane 2. Amelia Short, lane 3. Lane 4 is Susanna Savage. Lane 5, Neela Chinnapinelli. Lane 6, Shayla Whitson. Carolyn Reagans, lane 7. Peyton Millard, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the 13 and 14 100-yard butterfly for women. Lane 1, Julia Biersack with the Tack Titans. Sammy Valentine with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 2. Annabelle Townsend, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 3. Sullivan Waters with the Tack Titans, lane 4. Kara Chi, Tack Titans, lane 5. Rose Burns from New Wave is in lane 6. Alana Kumar, lane 7 with New Wave. And lane 8, Annalie Nwoko, Tack Titans. This is your championship final of the 13 and 14 women 100-yard butterfly. Mr. Referee. Event 30, boys 13 and 14, 100-yard butterfly, heat 1 or consolation final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Duval Pan. Dylan Anderson, lane 2. J.E. Sandor, lane 3. Cole Harris is in lane 4. Anthony Ziegler, lane 5. Jake Walker, lane 6. Jason Lee, lane 7. Cole Harklerod, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the men's 13 and 14 100-yard butterfly. Lane 1, Alex Shelby with tack. Gavin Phillips, lane 2 with tack. Nick Shalhoub, lane 3 with tack. Aaron Choi with more, lane 4. Joshua Armstrong with the tack Titans, lane 5. Charlie Camplin, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Elijah Hammonds with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 7. And Riggs Helmadog, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men 13 and 14 100-yard butterfly. Mr. Referee. Event 31, the girls 15 and over 100-yard butterfly, heat 1, RD final. Mr. Referee. Hannah Slee is in lane 1, Alyssa Eklund, lane 2. Stella West, lane 3, Heather Levesque, lane 4. Sid Bowser, lane 5. Frankie Giovanni, lane 6. Gianna Cardinal, lane 7. And Gavish Godone, lane 8. This is Heat 2, our C final. Mr. Referee. Harper Wiggins is in lane 1, Isabella Buff, lane 2. Sydney Martin is in lane 3, Hazel Perkins, lane 4. Liz Reed, lane 5, and Riley Foreman, lane 6. Elizabeth Palmer, lane 7. Kaylee Eggers, lane 8. This is Heat 3, or consolation final. Mr. Referee. Jillian Harbart is in lane 1, Molly Curran, lane 2. Esther Gim, lane 3, and Nina Nugent, lane 4. Mia Kate Yeltima, lane 5. Katya Ivanov, lane 6. Sarah Chen is in lane 7, and Jessie Palmer, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the women, 15 and over, 100-yard butterfly. Lane 1, Amanda Olseny. Lane 2, Taylor Curriton. Abby Pruka, lane 3, and Keelan Cotter, lane 4. Caroline Kozowski, lane 5. Miko Taki, lane 6. Tara Talwar is lane 7, and Kaylin Becker, lane 8. Mr. Referee. This is your championship final of the women, 15 and over, 100-yard butterfly. Mr. Referee. This is event 32. It's the boys, 15 and over, 100-yard butterfly. This is Heat 1, our D final. Mr. Referee. Lane 1, Jackson March, Justin Ahrens, lane 2. Aiden Allen, lane 3. Christian Marahu, lane 4. Cooper Beebe is in lane 5. Owen Riley, lane 6. Lane 8, Campbell Chambers. Heat 2 RC final, Mr. Referee. Nicholas Caporso, lane 1. Cole Tangeman, lane 2. Nathan Worsham, lane 3. And Sailor Penny, lane 4. Joshua Jew is in lane 5. Joey Harrison, lane 6. Sammy Watkins, lane 7. And Garland Mee, lane 8. Heat 3, our consolation finalists, Mr. Referee. Thomas Gilbert is in lane 1, Ian Stutz lane 2, Wilson Tuttle lane 3, Michael Morea lane 4. Hudson DeGroot, lane 5. Colton Wade, lane 6. Kevin Williams is in lane 7. Leo O'Keefe, lane 8. These are your A finalists for the men 15 and over 100-yard butterfly. Lane 1 with Marlins of Raleigh is Ian Frazier. Alex Townsend with Marlins of Raleigh, lane 2. Clem Camacho, TAC Titans, lane 3. Mason Hetzel, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 4. John Pruka, TAC Titans, lane 5. David Korsma, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 6. Gus Wiggins, TAC Titans, lane 7. Christian Smith, Marlins of Raleigh, lane 8. This is your championship final of the men 15 and over 100-yard butterfly. Mr. Referee. This is event 33. It's the girls 13 and over 200-yard medley relay. Mr. Referee. Event 34, it's the boys 13 and over 200-yard medley relay. Mr. Referee.